In today's video, we're going to walk you through what structured snippet extensions are inside Google Ads and how to use them effectively for your campaign. So first of all, to actually find your extensions or assets in Google Ads, you come over here to the left-hand side first of all and come down here to assets. And once you get into assets, then you basically see the full list of extensions that you're able to use for your campaign. And for this video, we're going to focus on structured snippet extensions specifically. And what these are basically where you can list categories or types of what you offer. And depending on the services that you offer, it might make sense to, use different structured snippets in your case. And like all other extensions inside Google Ads, structured snippets are just an extra tool that's designed to make your ads bigger. So basically, just showing more blocks of text beyond your general headlines and descriptions. And doing this is just going to make your ad bigger. And the more space that your ad takes up on the page inside Google Ads, the more likely it is to be clicked on, improving your click-through rate, and then that's going to improve your overall quality score, and that's just going to help bring down your overall cost per click as well. And in general, in Google Ads, I usually recommend just using as many extensions as possible that are relevant, in your case. And what I would say as well before we go into structured snippets is that because of the way extensions work in general inside Google Ads, you can't decide when and where, your extensions are going to be shown. You can only basically add them to your campaign, and that, Google's algorithm can show them whether or not, it thinks it's going to perform well at any given time. And what we've noticed is that call out extensions, which we, generally always recommend using, which are basically just benefits of what you offer, you should always add these in first because, call out extensions are shown a lot more of the time and get a lot more impressions overall because Google just seems to like showing these more. But it's also worth adding in your structured snippet extensions as well because, depending on, what you're running inside your campaign, Google might prefer to show these extensions too. But in general, your call out extensions are going to get seen a lot more than your structured snippets. So you do want to make sure that you have those included as well. And when it comes to how many you want to include, I would include as many callouts as possible. But for this video, when it comes to structured snippets, I'd recommend just having at least two of these inside your campaign. And no matter what you're offering as well, it's going to be easy to find two different structured snippets to choose from. Because if you come to your blue plus icon here, you can just press this. And when you want to choose what you want to add it to, usually you'd select campaign or account. You just don't want to make you just want to make sure that it's not selected at the ad group level, so you don't have to keep adding these multiple times. So we usually just select at the campaign level. And then for select header type, this is where you choose the category of structured snippet that you want to add. And two really obvious ones that we add to almost every campaign would be service catalog, where you can basically list all the different services that you offer. So for example, if you're a roofer, for example, you can add in roof repair, gutter repair, chimney repair, roof replacements, guttering replacements, and so on. It's just an easy way to list off all the services that you offer. So if you have a roofing ad here, you will see text underneath it that show all the different services that you offer. And if somebody's looking for one of these services, it's just going to help you get the click on your ad. The other one that's always going to be applicable to any service based business then is your neighborhoods. So you can basically, if you're operating across a full county or state, you can list all the different suburbs that that area covers. And basically, if somebody is searching for that service in their area and they see their own neighborhood come up in the structured snippet, as one of the areas mentioned, they'll feel like they're in the right place with your ad, and it's also going to help you, get the click over one of your competitors as well. So when it comes to structured snippets, usually you'd be fine if you just make sure you add your service catalog and neighborhoods. A lot of the other structured snippets then wouldn't really be applicable to service-based businesses. But if you did want to add more, you could choose amenities, which is basically almost kind of like callouts again, where you can just list, different benefits of what you offer. And if you wanted to as well, if you offered, different styles of what you offer, then, it might be worth, listing the different styles there as well. But usually in general, you would be fine with two different structured snippet extensions. So as I mentioned, what structured snippets are basically just listing different categories or features of what you offer just to give the user more context as to what you offer and just to help boost your overall click-through rate because one, it's just going to add more size to your ad, And also, you can list features that is going to be relevant to what the person is looking for. So if you had amenities, for example, you could have benefits that's going to resonate with them. Same with neighborhoods. It's you might, enter the area that they're living in themselves, or a service catalog. If you list the service that they're looking for, then that's also going to help them as well. And as I also mentioned as well, just make sure you have your call out extensions added too, just because a lot of the time we've seen very little impressions come from your structured snippets. So call outs are probably more important, but it's also worth adding these in as well, just because Google could end up showing them depending on the type of ads you're running and if they think it makes sense to show them. So I hope this video helped and gave you more context as regards to how structured snippets work and extensions in general. But if you do have any questions at all about anything we mentioned here about structured snippets and extensions or anything else related to Google Ads, feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like this kind of content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as we'll be posting all things related to Google Ads here daily. And hopefully, we'll see you in the next one.